Hello, I'm Jenny Fern. Welcome to my library. Today is going to be a weekend reading vlog video. Disclaimer at the end, my cat gets sick. My cat is okay now. There he is. He is recovered. He had some sort of infection. So anyway, he's fine. He's fine, we love him. Now I'm gonna, wow, that's a good look. Hi guys, I have today off and I'm going to a concert this evening. So I only really have like a half day for like a full-on reading vlog kind of day. There's a few things I need to do. I need to take my itty bitty dog, who's right here, out. But it's still dark out, so I don't think she's gonna really want to do that yet. I just woke up and fed the cats. I really would like to design the end pages and cover art for the children's book that I wrote. I think I want to read. Okay, goodbye. I forget how much shorter my dog is than me. I want to get her in frame though, you know? Okay. I think I'm going to do some yoga this morning. I didn't do it last night because I was still a little bit sore last night. But I think I'm going to do it this morning, then take my shower, then do everything. So, let's do this. Well, I was trying to record at least some of the yoga. I already did it, and I think... Can you get over here? And I think I didn't press record. So, you're just gonna have to trust that I did it. Hello, I'm freshly showered. We have a freshly showered Jen. It is just before 8 o'clock, and I'm going to have my second cup of coffee. So, I should probably also have something for breakfast. I did also want to show you. I'm so proud of it. I'm so proud of my fake planet. Well, it's a moon. It's a Titan. I was sick last week and this week, and I got back into a terraforming game that I used to play called Terra Genesis, like a phone game. And my little Titan is doing so well. It's habitable for humans, animals, and plants. The only thing that I have to do before I can reach paradise level habitability is increase my sea level a little bit. Sorry, this sounds like an ad. This is not an ad. I just really like this game. I always play as the Gaians because their whole thing is like life. They're really into like animal life, plant life. Just taking these worlds that are devoid of life and just like injecting it full of diversity and stuff. I find that really nice. It's like a nice thing to work on in the fake world when I'm also trying to work on it in the real world in my spare time. So I have something else to update you guys on. I'm trying to do a challenge where I read the books that are on the back of Open Throat, which are Biography of X, which happened to be the Pocket Pages book club book for Allison Page's Patreon. There's a boy.
I have a boy! You what?
I have a boy. The other books are For Now by Eileen Miles, Paul Takes the Form of a Mortal Girl by Andrea Lawler, Milk Fed by Melissa Broder, 100 Boyfriends by Brontes Purnell, and Social Practices by Chris Kraus. So I've started reading Paul Takes the Form of a Mortal Girl, and I think I might DNF it because it's really explicit in terms of like sexual stuff, and I just am not sure I want to read that, to be perfectly honest. So I was like taking my little dog for a walk, hearing about somebody getting fisted, and I was like, this is insane. But there was a chapter that was really good that I really liked. Yeah, I'm 30% through. I don't know if I'm gonna continue it or not. I've also been reading Silent Earth, Averting the Insect Apocalypse, and it is making me so upset. It is very well written. I love bugs. I love my little bugs. One of the main goals of my permaculture garden is to increase the life that I can, and that includes a bunch of bugs. I've been reading that before I go to bed, and then I feel like I've just been having these like horrible like apocalyptic thoughts. But anyway, it's that I just keep wanting to read that book. I'm also reading Chlorine because it's the Pocket Pages Book Club book for October, and it is October. So that book has been quite good. I am probably going to do some dishes and listen to it after I have some food. So I just did quite a few dishes. I'm listening to Chlorine. I am going to go out into the front yard and pick some greens to saute into breakfast. That's the plan. Let's go into the garden. So I have two different types of sweet potato greens, and I have some Swiss chard, and I have just a couple leaves of collard greens, and then I have some perennial kale. That's it. Alright, so now it's almost 9, and here's my breakfast. I actually added some tomatoes and some parsley and basil that I picked yesterday, and then I have my cup of coffee, and I have my little doggie. And we're gonna go outside and eat. Aren't you so excited? Clover, what are you doing over there? Louie has crawled onto my lap, and now I can't leave. How am I supposed to leave when this is happening to me? Hi, Pippi. Bruh, it's been like 15 minutes since the last clip, and I haven't really done anything because I have a sleepy boy on me, and he wants to be cuddled. and I want to get up and brush my teeth and do my makeup, and he's just here. I wish that Clover would accept his love and affection, but she won't. He got so mad. The other night we were up late watching a movie, and she got so mad when his little forehead hit her thigh, and then she like got up and sat on him. It was so tragic. So I've done my makeup, and It's gonna be very hot today. We had a few weeks of like really nice mellow weather, and we have a little bit of a heat wave, so it's gonna be like 97 today. So I'm gonna take my little doggie on our walk. I keep calling her my little doggie. I love calling her my little doggie. Her name's Clover. I'm gonna take Clover on a walk to around the neighborhood before it gets too hot. Oh my god, I'm listening to Chlorine this morning, and it is so good. And it's also like sending me back into my high school years and my like female relationships. Okay, hello. We just came back from our walkies. And just upon getting to my front door, the audiobook for Chlorine ended, and it was so good. I thought it was so good. I really loved it. I think this is a 5-star read. Let me get my cup of coffee now. Sorry, I like just came back from the walk. I have my bag of foraged plants, which I will do a foraged plant haul in a sec. I want to show Pebble real quick because I feel like Pebble doesn't show up in the videos very much. I guess neither does Gordon, but Gordon's just outside all the time. He loves being outside. Whereas Lou and Peb are not outside bups. So this is my little baby. She is black and she loves sleeping on Clover's dog bed. So she's this tiny little dot on this big sea of brown. So it's really hard to see her. She's adorable though. She's really a sweetheart. Also, I'm not really sure why I said she's a sweetheart. She is very feral. She is a sweetheart. She's just, she's not like, she doesn't show love, you know? I'm so happy with the fact that I enjoyed that read. So it's about like a girl in high school who turns into a mermaid in more of like a Tusk way than like a fairy tale way, you know what I mean? So it's not like fun. Kind of reminded me of the particular sadness of Lemon Cake in how it was like really kind of magical almost, but like in a very mundane and sad way. Just really made me think about my own relationships, to be honest. So, plant haul. So, this is one of my favorite things to do when I go on walks. It is to scope out more like abandoned or natural areas for plant cuttings. So this was hanging down from an oak tree in a little wild corridor kind of. This is my grape. It was producing grapes. They looked dark, they looked good. I didn't actually try any because I was walking Clover. I didn't want her to pick up any of the grapes from the ground, so I was trying to be real fast. So the next thing that I have, so this one's on the fence of like if it's ethical or not. I think I'm fine with it. This was in a quite overgrown, it was like half of the sidewalk was taken up by this plant. I don't know, I think I'm not sure if this grows from cuttings, but it's one of those plants that has like pink flowers on it. I have like 7 maybe of these tomatillos, and you might be like, whoa. You might be like, wow, you totally just stole somebody's tomatillos. I did not. There is this area where it's like an easement. And so I go up and I walk Clove around, and it gets mowed down like 2 or 3 times a year for like the fire danger aspect of, you know, living in California. There's several people who take all of their yard waste and they pile it up back in this easement area. And so there was this huge pile. It was so lush. It was growing like yucca and prickly pear and just like really resilient plants. Water break. I don't know what happened, but now it's all ash. So I think they might have done a burn, or the city might have done a burn. I'm not 100%. Huge brush pile. Burned to charcoal, basically. There's this tomatillo that's growing in the middle of this like ash heap mess of earth. And so I took the tomatillos from that. The ones that fall on the ground, because they don't belong to anybody. It's somebody threw out their old tomatillo on this pile, and so now I'm taking them so that I can just put the old tomatillos in the garden in the hopes that they will volunteer plants come the springtime. That's the plan. That was a really long explanation for that. So my husband just reminded me or messaged me that the qualifying for F1 is on right now, so I'm going to go throw these plants in some soil real quick, and then I'm gonna pop my butt on the couch, watch qualifying, and work on that illustration for the cover and the end pages of my new children's book. Hello, I'm gonna be a little bit quiet because my husband is napping before our big city concert adventure. But I did want to show the progress on my book, children's book. I forgot to put my name on the cover again. On the very first book that I got printed, I did the same thing and I did it again. So let me show you what the proof looks like currently. So anyway, I was just about to order this, but I have to fix this. The fact that there's no name. Okay. So this is what it's looking like. It's going to be on plain paper, uncoated, with a thicker plain paper cover. That's what that's looking like. But I ended up doing the front cover. I took an illustration from the book. Oh yeah, and I also did the end pages. So I did these end pages here. So I have the sticker burrs here, and then I have some little paw prints. So that is what I worked on while watching qualifying. Qualifying was crazy because there were a lot of lap time deletions. I had my lunch, but also very importantly, okay, so it says priority decrease sea level. I don't need to do that because I have habitability paradise, which means I won the game. I won the game. Titan is a beautiful green world. Let's get a tour. This is what she looks like. You can see I have got little roads and stuff that are lit up. I have 3 cities and I have 2 outposts for mining. One of them is, it doesn't do anything. I don't know what that is. I don't know what this is. I wonder if that's my city. Like my biggest city. One of my cities got like super populated, or is that just like a desert? Maybe that's a desert. Okay, so now we're in the dark. So we have Sunchoke. That was my first town, and then my 2 outposts for mining, which are Garlic and Zinnia. And then I have Hollyhock and Mint. Hollyhock was the most recently founded city, and yet it's like really, really populated. And then we have the ocean, which is on the North Pole and the South Pole of the moon. And then we just have this beautiful, lush forest in all of the land in between. Isn't that beautiful? And then apparently, like, desert near Sunchoke. So I don't know. I don't know what's going on there. Or maybe it's like snow caps? I don't know. I feel like I was wearing this shirt yesterday. Don't worry, I didn't wear it the whole day. We went to the concert last night. My neck hurts. I may have headbanged too much. So that's really the most that isn't working for me right now. I went to bed at like 3 or something like that, and I woke up at like 8:30. So I definitely need to take a nap today, or like multiple naps tomorrow. But yeah, it was really nice. It was very cool. I don't have any concert clips because I don't ever film concerts. I just vibe the entire time. But it was really good. The opening band that we did not know was really rad, super good at hyping up the crowd. And then the second opening act was the Viagra Boys, who I love. So that was really, really fun to see them. That was a blast. And then we saw Queens of the Stone Age. Now we are going to take our little doggy out and do scent work with her. And the 2 main things I want to do today are like make some crackers and make some tea blend. So an update on the cracker goal. I have my sourdough starter here. I just recently resuscitated this. It had been in my fridge for like maybe a year and a half without being fed. And yeah, I took out like maybe 2 tablespoons, put it in a bowl with some fresh, like a lot of fresh flour and a lot of fresh water, and then had that sit for a while. Anyway, so then now this has been in my fridge for a little bit. And so I'm gonna use this sourdough starter, and just one moment. This is my own foraged curly dock seed flour. I have a bunch of curly dock seeds that I need to process, and I'm hoping that making some nice crackers with my old flour will help give me the motivation to process my food. Look at my beautiful cracker dough. I'm gonna roll this out and cut it into crackers and put it in the oven. I'm using a recipe from the Black Forager, or Alexis Nicole. I think she's called Alexis Nicole on TikTok. I mean, I think that's her name as well. So anyway, I've used this recipe a bunch in the past, but I really fell off the whole, I don't know, life gets to be so much sometimes. Anyway, I will show you the crackers when they're done. Here are the crackers. I put some, sorry, that was a weird voice. I put some Italian seasoning mix, my own homegrown stuff, like rosemary and sage and thyme and stuff like that. We've got a squeepy baby who's squeeping in the kitchen. Is that right? That is right. We also have an eepy baby. A little schmeeb. Let's see if we can focus on her. Oh, we got our bald spots. Hi, baby. Hello. It's now nighttime. I had a great day today. I finished the crackers. I think I showed the crackers. I also... The other thing that I wanted to do was prepare some tea blends, like mint tea, mostly, also some calendula, maybe some lemongrass, stuff like that, stuff that I've grown, because I'm having a birthday party. This is the baby's first birthday party, with like where you could invite people. So anyway, for my 30th birthday we're having a party, so I want to give out party favors. So we got this tea set of cups from the Goodwill for like 15 bucks, and it's like the right number for the amount of people. So I was thinking everybody could leave with one of the teacups and the saucer, and then like some homemade tea. Anyway, I think I'm gonna have to push that to tomorrow, unless I get really motivated, but I don't think I'm going to, because I think I need to chill a little bit, because I definitely will overdo it. Especially because I had a cold earlier in the week. I don't want to dip back into having a sick moment. So, the current task at hand is picking out a book, because I finished reading Chlorine yesterday. Loved it. I mean, honestly, the more I think about it, the more I'm like, that was great. That was a great reading experience. The predicament I find myself in. So I'm reading Silent World, which is about, I have a cup of tea somewhere. It's about loss of insect life, and it's really depressing. It's really devastating, honestly. So I need to find something that's a little bit light, and the book that I'd been reading before I got like swept away by Chlorine was Paul Takes the Form of a Mortal Girl. I don't really think I want to keep reading it, so I still have it checked out, but I'm not really sure what to do. So this is I checked out the audiobook of this from my library because I was looking for something to listen to while like doing the dishes and stuff, and because I already am reading with my eyeballs the insect book, so it's nice to have some different formats. Anyway, this is a part of my books written by prisoners set, and I probably will read this in a few days from now, but I think right now I don't really want to read that many serious things. This is fiction though, so. Then I have my reread stack, books that I was interested in rereading. I wanted to reread Frankenstein. I don't think this is the time for that right now. I also wanted to reread Ubik, which I also don't think is the time right now. And The Phantom Tollbooth. This is a contender. I love The Phantom Tollbooth. And then there's Mankind Under the Leash. Not right now. And then I was thinking, although this is quite depressing, so I don't know if I want to do this right now either, but Pills and Starships. I read this when I had a cold a few years ago, maybe 4 years ago, and I was really surprised by how much I liked this. So this is a contender. Okay. But otherwise, I was going to look at these bookshelves here. These are all my to-read books, and see if there's anything that's calling out to me, and then I can check to see if it is currently available as an audiobook from my library. Ow! Oh my god! What a nightmare. Okay, I just read a book about my cat getting sticker burrs, but this is the worst. I just stepped on this. I've got to show you because it's awful. Do you see that? I just stepped on that. Okay. Anyway, let's go back to being hinged. This might be fun. This is Joanna Russ's The Hidden Side of the Moon. Let me see if this is available on my library. I kind of doubt it because it's a little bit old. What I really wanted to read and what I was looking for through my library were Spanish audiobooks of A Series of Unfortunate Events. My library doesn't have them. So then I was like, oh, okay, I'll check out the third Harry Potter book in Spanish. And I'm currently on hold for that one. Okay, so the only book that my library has from Joanna Russ is The Female Man, and it is a ebook, so no dice. Okay, I don't know. My camera kind of seems to be freaking out a little bit. It keeps stopping the recording for no reason. Okay, hello. So today's a bit of a doozy. It's like 1, and I'm just about to have my second cup of coffee because last night we had to take our big floofy boy to the vet hospital because he just was clearly sick. Like his eyes were kind of like glazed, and he did not come running for his food at all. And when I picked him up and put him down at his food, he didn't eat at all, which is just uncharacteristic, and he was very sleepy. Anyway, I checked him before going to the vet for like any cuts or like, I don't know, anything that seemed like there was something wrong with him. I didn't find anything then. We took him to the vet, which is like 30-40 minutes away, and that was at like 10 or 11. I think that was at 11. So then he got examined. He had a fever, and anyway, the vet was like, it's either like his like intestines or his bowels are like inflamed, because he's kind of old. He's like 12 or 13, so either he has like some sort of bowel disease or like a like bowel cancer, or he has an infection. Sorry, my coffee. one moment. Super important. 1 moment. Anyway, sorry guys. So he could be pretty sick, possibly, but he didn't have like kidney failure or liver failure. They did blood work and he has like signs of having an infection. So we got antibiotics. We're gonna give him antibiotics and monitor him for 2 days. And if he doesn't get better, then we will do a ultrasound to see if there's anything going on in his stomach. So that's the situation with why I'm so fucking tired right now. I'm so worried for my boy. I've had him since he was a baby. I love him so much. Anyway, he's sleeping in the closet now. He ate some food. I was so worried this morning because he didn't eat any food at all this morning, but then at around noon he ate a little bit of kibble. So my husband cooked up a bunch of chicken for him and he didn't eat it at all. He doesn't, usually he'd be like super down for it. He does not want it. So anyway, he's clearly still really not feeling well. But we gave him his first dose of the antibiotics and he got the subcutaneous fluid injection so that he doesn't get dehydrated. Yeah, that's the scoop. I just made myself a really good breakfast. I picked some parsley fresh right after taking Clove out to the backyard. I have some parsley back there. So I picked that and I just in a pan with the parsley and some oil and the eggplant. The only eggplant I've gotten from my garden this year, by the way. Not super successful eggplant year. But I put that in the pan with the parsley and then I put 2 fried eggs on top. We try to get the most ethical eggs that we can, so if you're worried about that. Anyway, it was delicious. And now we're gonna watch the F1 race together and try to chill out a little bit. Sorry guys, I got weirded out that Clover was barking so much, so I wanted to check to make sure nothing weird was happening in the neighborhood. Like, I don't know, loose dog or something. Anyway, I've been reading The Island of Dr. Moreau as an audiobook while I cooked my breakfast and stuff. I did not expect it to start on a boat, to be perfectly honest, but it makes sense because it's about an island, so how else are you gonna get there? So, anyway, that is all I have. That's all I have. We got back last night at like 2:30. So yeah, 2 really late nights in a row with no naps. So it's now evening of Sunday and Gordon seems to be doing a little bit better. I'm finally doing the tea thing that I said that I was going to do for my party favors. So here's what we have so far. So here's mint and I also have some calendula here and I also have like lavender and stuff like that. So thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. Let's check in on Gord. We're at the same place as we were at the very beginning of the video. So let me grab the boy. Oh, here he is. I didn't have any footage of him from when he was sick, I don't think. But he looks so much better. He is a bright, happy, bouncing baby boy. He does have a little bit of a diarrhea problem, but otherwise he is a-okay. There he is. We love him. We love to see him. We have also gotten him to gain back some of the weight that he lost when he was sick, so he seems like he's doing better on that front as well. And that's that's the little update. We also have him inside now for most of the time and only outside supervised because he keeps like getting into weird stuff outside and eating it. And He got sick like 2 weeks after he was sick the first time. And so now he's an indoor boy with our other indoor kids. Thanks again so much for being a part of this wonderful weekend journey. I really had a high and a low in that one. Looking back at it, it was really such an eventful weekend that I'm shocked that I went through it and held together just fine. Leave me some suggestions in the comments below for any books that you would like recommended to you for your specific niche needs. I would love to accommodate that in a future video. And enjoy your week. Have a wonderful week. Thank you so much. Bye.